So this might just be a hot bastard. Oops. Tapped out my game. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to start a giveaway whilst I'm fanning about, so at least you can enter a giveaway. Now, Sindane very kindly last night gave me some keys. So these giveaways are courtesy of Sindane, the loveliest man, the American man, the one with the lovely house. So the first giveaway is going to be for a copy of Wasteland 2, the director's cut. There you go. We'll do this one. This is going to be a subscriber only. It's going to be 100 ticket cost. In fact, we'll do this one open to everyone. And we will open the giveaway now. And it's going to be, we'll do a timer of 45 minutes. How about that? Bang. Okay. Guys, there is a new giveaway. Type exclamation point giveaway. Sindane, if you are here, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the best guy. Much love. So basically type exclamation point giveaway. It's 100 fluff per ticket, but you can buy up to 15 tickets if you want. So it's a good time to use your fluff if you want something. So if you want to buy more than one ticket, you do exclamation point giveaway and then a number, like Lumbo's just done. Exclamation point giveaway 15. He's bought 15 tickets. All right. So that is that. If you just want to chance it on one ticket, you're more than welcome to. You just won't have very good chances. Let's be honest. Okay. Type exclamation point beard, Oni, and that'll show you how much fluff that you're currently sat on. This is going to offend me. This is going to offend me if I do it here. We're going to get rid of you. Whew. Do I need to build this out of anything? I don't know if I need to build this out of anything. What temperature do these overheat at? I've never even thought about it before. It's got a melting point, but it doesn't have an overheat temperature. It's not going to get to 1,000 degrees in here. Everything will melt if it gets to 1,000 degrees. Oh God, hold on. Voyoltas, thank you very much for the follow. I am sorry I butchered your name. It has been a long day already. We're only just beginning. Thank you, buddy. Right, so that's going to do these. We'll probably need to run a wire up here as well for when we put the turbine in. I'm just debating how I want to do the turbine, or whether I want to do how I want to do it at all. We'll do something like this. Then we're going to need a whole mess of doors. So we'll need something like that. We'll have something like this. And we'll just do a very basic bitch door setup, I think. Let's see, what will that give us? That'll give us 2 wide. That'll be fine. So it'll be something like this. I'm hoping this will work. I've not really theoried this out. I've not built this yet. So if it doesn't work, I'm sorry. But I'm hoping it will. Yeah, I'm kind of not using this for the power. 1 million tickets. Yeah, I think what I might do is just put a fucking lamp on this or something. It really doesn't need to do anything other than occasionally spin up, I think. If this doesn't work, by the way, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. So it kind of has to work. Kind of has to. Yeah. Okay. Now, the automation of this is probably going to boggle my mind for a bit as well, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So what I'm probably going to want is... I don't really want to be coming down a corner, but I don't really have much choice. Why can't I place? There we go. This fucking game. Right. I'll figure out all the automation in a minute. Let's just get these in first. Oh. Thanks for the tips on door pumps and discover that we got mine sorted pretty quickly. Nice, nice. Well, you're about to see how I get on with them in a minute, because my brain might struggle a little bit, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to need a few ladders over here, but that should be okay. If I'd done this one lower, I wouldn't have had to get rid of this crap just yet. Oh well, never mind. Let's just put a few bits of ladder here and there. And we'll get all this done. Stat. All this can be an 8. So yeah, we've got 13.7 cycles till explosions. You did say don't go around corners though, why was that? Just because the gas mechanics in this game can be a little bit janky if you're trying to displace gas from here. So let's say you're doing this with 2 high doors, okay? So you're taking gas from here, and you're filling up this tile space, and then you're pushing it from here to these 2 tiles, right? At which point the gas sort of does a little dance around, and then it moves to the next 2 tiles, and it does a little dance around, and it moves to the next 2 tiles, and it does a dance around, and then when you get to this point, in theory, if this door is shut, you've got 2 tiles of gas trying to get into 1 tile space. That can fuck things up. So, I mean, I might actually change this myself. I might change these end 2 doors to be, to not close. Like, I might have them horizontal. In fact, I might do that. You just run the risk of losing some steam. It's not going to be a problem because I can just pump some more water in, but yeah, I think I'll do that just to be safe. So let me think. How will this work? Do the giveaway. I've done it today and it's on for 40 minutes. I did it. I started it. There's 38 minutes remaining. Can you show your oxygen farm how you have to do the cooling oxygen? XT, I will show you in just a second, buddy. I'm sure I've already shown you, haven't I? I thought I'd already shown you. I'm going to leave these doors for a minute and we'll just let them build. This is my oxygen setup. So I have 4 electrolyzers, and below them I've got some pumps, and they're on thermo switches and gaseous element sensors. And all they basically do is if there's oxygen and it's below a certain temperature, they will pump oxygen into my base. At the moment they're probably struggling a little bit because I've run out of cooling water. So my cooling water is backed up a little bit. But yeah, I'm pumping water through a radiator, and then when the water gets too warm, it gets dumped out. That's what you're seeing happen now. So basically, those pumps were sat idle because the water was too warm, or part of it was anyway. And then they'll kick on when it's cooled down again. Then up at the top, we've just got some hydrogen pumps. These are set up a little bit wrong. I should have had these gaseous sensors, maybe a tile or 2 higher. But this is fine. It's doing it for now. It's working for now. I'm hoping the base is getting oxygenated again. And we are pushing this chlorine and stuff down now. So some of our crops are coming back online for our glossy boys who were starving for some time. So yeah, it'll be okay. How do you do the radiator always full? It's a loop with a shut-off switch, a liquid shut-off. So if you look at the pipe in here, this is where our new fluid comes in. So it comes in on this bridge, and then it goes round here, and around, and around, and around, and around, and around, up to this point here, where it goes through a liquid shut-off, right? It goes through the input of a liquid shut-off. Then it hits a bridge with a break in the pipe, and then there's the other output of the bridge, and then there's where our liquid feed's coming in. And basically there's a little pipe sensor there, and all that's doing is saying if the water is below 23 degrees, do nothing. If it goes above 23.5 degrees, start pumping it out. And that's what's actually happening now. If we look at the temperature, it's pumping this liquid out, and it'll keep doing that until it senses it's below 23.5, like so. There you go. And that's how it works, basically. So it's something we've used on a lot of places in the base, in fairness. It's a really nice little setup. We use it in our geyser cooling. We use the same build. So here we've got, again, liquid shutoff. Water bypasses through the input, hits a bridge. There's a gap in the pipe, and then there's your in-feed, and it goes around and around and around. You could probably do this more compact, I'm sure. Those of you that are smarter than I will probably figure out a better setup, but it's one that just works. So in this build, we're using polluted water as our coolant as well. And that's just coming from an external pond down here. We will probably need to replenish this and maybe filter some of the water at some point as well, but for now this is fine. In fact, we can probably get to some of this stuff now. I don't want them picking up eggs, but I do want them to maybe get some of the eggshell and stuff that's down there. So we're on cycle 666, which is ominous in itself, so we really must crack on with this. How do you cool the water? The water that I'm using for the geyser is just water that we found in the wild. So it's water that we've dropped down from our slime biomes. And it's been running for hundreds of cycles now. We've still got more water that we can use from up here. But at the moment, I'm not actually cooling any of that. We need to deal with this as well at some point. We need to start dealing with space. I'm not actually cooling any of that water. The water that comes through this geyser, it goes around this radiator until it's above 95 degrees. And when it goes above 95 degrees, it comes down here, goes into this little holding tank if it's backed up. If not, it goes into this sieve. And then we sieve it for clean water later. That's basically it. Fixed output is a mechanic pseudo. The devs have already acknowledged it. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. Okay, so my plan today, guys, if I'm honest, at the moment the game is borderline unplayable in terms of input lag and FPS. My plan today is to try and get that sorted a little bit. And the way that we're going to do that is A, looking at our Pathfinder a little bit, and B, getting rid of all the jetpacks in the base and using them just remotely for space. That's the plan. So we're probably going to go back to exosuits. For now, this needs to happen before exosuits, so that's why we're doing this. So I've kind of blocked space off entirely. Now, I'm not going to collect any power off this. I don't even know if this is going to spin up properly. If it doesn't, then I've got a big problem. But what I need to be able to do is run these Aquatuners hot, drop a little bit of liquid in here, and hopefully the liquid itself will turn to steam. A little bit of water, turn it to steam, and hopefully we won't delete too much of it, so I don't have to keep replenishing it. We might do. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm probably going to leave these out for a second as well. But if not, I can just put a little liquid shut-off in here to drip some more water in. I shouldn't have built you either. We've got lots of people geared up for space, but unfortunately at the moment we're not really doing much with that. They're all researched, they're all leveled up. We have many cadets. Cross, how's it going? We've only just started playing on it, to be honest, mate. I think you've missed one cycle, maybe. You've not missed much. I'm tempted to run this fucking heavy-watt wire up here and just connect this stuff as well. No, we can't really. I do have a circuit down here though, so maybe we'll run this back out of here. I know I ripped it out a minute ago, but maybe we'll run this up here for this. I'm kind of tired of my dupes running around doing like manual gens and stuff. And although it's only used for the sweeper and the shut-off, it's kind of important, so... Oh, got my back. It'd be nice to have a few more endothermic processes if I'm using that term correctly. Using heat to produce something rather than heat being a byproduct, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I build my oxygen farm with cooling, but sometimes water is cooled. Wait to enter the oxygen farm for some cooling. You have a tank between oxygen farm and thermo machine. Yeah, I've got a tank here just in case. I did have more sources of liquid coming to this point. So in case the sieve was backed up, I wanted to make sure that the water could exit this geyser and go into this like buffer tank basically. It's just as a buffer. That's all we're using it for. So yeah. Don't you need to move your electric box over, or will the insulated tile build over the wire in the corner? Oh shit, I thought I did move it over. Did I not move it over enough? You know about this joint plate? I did need to move that over. I thought I moved it over enough. Bollocks. I might put it on this fucking wall instead, rather than being underneath an Aquatuner. Could connect this up, I suppose. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Let's just do that. You are quite right. I put it in an idiotic place. What we should do is put it here. Like this. And then we can run this wire out the outside. We'll connect you up. And we'll run this down the inside. And we'll get rid of this lamp. Yeah, I thought I moved it over once. Maybe I didn't. I was going to move it to like there, but I don't like that it sits on top of the Aquatuner joint there, so we'll get rid of that. That is well spotted. That is Hawkeye's. So yeah, this needs to be done now. This is my main focus now. If we don't get this done, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. These tanks also need to be emptied, so I'm probably going to have to run a pipe from them as well. Which kind of sucks. It needs to go into this feed somehow. Can I bridge up here? I've got a lot of polluted water up there. It's like 3 tanks full. What temperature is it at actually? 81 degrees, 81, 56, okay. It's not loads of water, but it's like 15 tons I've probably got sat there, so it needs to go somewhere. I could sieve it. Yeah, fuck it, let's just sieve it. Just fill it with steam. I will do, Captain, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, you can't get them to take them off. Just oh, sorry. I didn't read the first part. Having problems with rockets. Can't get them to take off. That sucks. That sounds like a bad. Do I really care about this temperature? I don't think I do. We'll just use a bit of igneous pipe. It's going to get a little bit warm, but that's okay. Well, I've got no jetpacks here anymore. Son of a bitch. Just run this pipe over here. I say we might warm things up a little bit, but if it means we get this emptied, I'm okay with that. Boop. So that'll empty into that. That'll be fine. That will be fine. Bang. It says the path is blocked by a tile, but you cleared the way. Have you checked the entire width of the rocket, mate? Because that could be something. Different bits of it are different widths, aren't they? I'm sure they said something about that on the last update. I didn't actually really need to do doors on both sides. I could have just done them on one side and made life a lot easier. I could have just done doors on one side. That would be much easier. And this can just be a big old mass of granite. Because why not? What is the overmax operating temperature of a steel liquid pump? I don't have steel available yet at my base, just thinking ahead. Well, it adds 200 degrees, so it'd be 275. I believe. So yeah, we'll just seal up this side. And we'll rebuild this bottom tile as well, won't we? I have no idea what my dupes are doing at the bottom of the base. I'm assuming they're still tootling around in jetpacks somewhere. Yeah, they're tootling around. Probably making big hot pockets of carbon dioxide. 170 degrees. Sweet. Son of a bitch. We have many kilos of carbon dioxide down here now, but that's fine. We're getting better. More plants are coming to life. We're nearly on the second row. The chlorine is going. It's getting out of here. It's going to be fine. Okay. We will get rid of it. Oh, Christ, the fucking lag. Christ. Yeah, we'll do this. Let them fly over some raw eggs for omelets, yeah. What are you talking about, sorry, XT? Why Atmos sensor and temp sensor, not liquid pipe thermosensor and element pipe sensor? What are we talking about? Atmos sensor and temp sensor. Nope, don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, XT. Which bit? You have to be a bit more specific. A little bit more specific. The oxygen farm. What do you mean? Why not liquid pipe thermosensor and element pipe sensor? Well, element pipe sensor only detects what element is in the pipe. These aren't shut-offs. These are just to turn my pumps on. This isn't like bypass piping or anything like that. There's no shut-offs, gas pipes. Right, I need to rip you out. Why is the O2 room based on the coolant temp rather than the O2 temp, I think? What do you mean? It isn't. Listen. Thermosensor that's detecting the gas temperature. Element sensor that's detecting what gas is there. This is the automation. Oh, this is the automation that controls the pumps. Thermosensor plus element sensor equals pump. The plumbing is something totally different. The shut-off for the plumbing is a pipe thermosensor to tell the liquid shut-off to go. You're using the element sensor to cut off water to not enter the radiator. Oh, an inverted element sensor, you mean? You shouldn't need to do that, XT. You shouldn't need to do that because this bridge has the lower priority on the line. So this is why we have this bit of pipe missing here in this bridge. This bridge placement is important. So the flow of my water goes around like this, okay? It flows around, flows around, flows around, flows around. It's going this way, okay? So this pipe here that's got my cooled water ready to be entered into the radiator can't go in because this bridge has priority, right? Now, if this toggles on, this bridge gets no liquid. It just bypasses. So what temperature are we at the minute? Hold on. If we watch this for a second, you'll see what I mean. So we already have the radiator circulating. So this bridge is all you need to fill up your radiator. Nothing can enter this radiator whilst it's full. It's only when this liquid shutoff empties the radiator that this bridge can pump more liquid in. So you don't need anything more than that. I'm going to get janky pipes because we're building pipes, I think. But does that make sense? So it's the priority on the pipe that matters. This bridge enters this pipe and is the first thing, so it has priority over this thing. Does that make sense? So watch, now we're exiting, now we're filling. Because there's nothing going through this bridge anymore. The second thing on the pipe can now pump some stuff in. Because it's exiting through our shutoff. No packets are going through here. Cheat? No, mechanics. This is intended mechanic, not cheat. This is smart piping. So once it starts bypassing the liquid shutoff, which probably when the first couple of packets come through cold enough. So there we go, it's getting colder now, 20 degrees, 20, 20. this will then stop working. See? And now it's a filled radiator. Does that make sense? I always end up building these backwards, but this is the main important bit here. After the shut off, you need to have a bridge to tell the radiator which way the flow is, and then you put this bridge into the build after that. Ideally as close to this point as possible so you fill up all your packets easily. Yeah. That's how it works. Life, you always make me want to play this game. Sorry, Jax. Sorry, buddy. Too far, how's it going? Thanks, another night wasted. I'm sorry, Jax. Jeez, it's not my fault. Okay. Now, what I can't decide is whether I care about getting rid of the oxygen in here. I probably should. How do you handle food after mealwood nerf? Mealwood nerf? Orange juice, welcome, buddy. Mealwood nerf. I still use mealwoods early on. I normally transition to mushrooms as quickly as I can. So I'm stopped cooking food now because we've got 160 frost buns, 160 mushrooms cooked. So I just leave food for a while now. Oh, now that it requires dirt. Oh, okay, it's required dirt for a while. That's why I didn't know what you meant. Yeah. Will it run with O2 in the room? Not very well. Not very well. I'm just deciding whether I want to be lazy or not. I normally transition to mushrooms very quickly, orange juice. I'm one of those gamers that doesn't mind jumping into a slime biome. So I normally find the nearest slime biome to me, which I think was over here when we started. And I'll dig it out and get mushroom fungal spores going as quick as I can. Sooner I get mushrooms up, the happier I am, basically. But I normally limp by with mealwoods for quite a while. You get a lot of dirt in this game. You get a lot of dirt to keep you going. But yeah, mushrooms are my wonder food. Mushrooms are good. They're my superfood. The main reason to get away from mealwood as soon as you can, really, is the morale from eating shitty food. Hey, Lee. Do you just want olives on it? Yeah. Yeah. Pardon? Tomato with a little bit of sweet chilli, not very much though. That would be awesome, thank you. That would be great. Oh, you're very welcome, buddy. Don't worry at all. Alright, I just want to get this bit done and we'll rip this ladder out. I'll figure out the automation then. I think the automation should be alright. We should be okay. But I need to test it before we worry about vacuuming this out or anything. We'll test it, obviously. 11 cycles. I'm really dubious about this active time now. After what was ah, shit, I bridged into the wrong pipe like an idiot. Fool of a took. We need to bridge into this one. Like this. Excuse me. You ran out of dirt in your last playthrough. Forgot to refine some for 200 cycles and ran into problems. Oh, jeez. I thought you'd have a lot of dirt to keep you going for a good while in this game. You must have had a lot of mealwoods on the go. Holy shit. A lot of mealwoods. How are you going to heat up the steam turbine in... How are you going to heat up the steam in the turbine build? These two. These Aquatuners. I'm going to run them dry. No liquid cooling, no nothing. That is the plan. And all we're going to do is drop some water in here. This might not work. I don't know how much Aquatuner heat we need to generate to get this to run. So this might be nowhere near enough. We'll see. Game crash when you ship jetpacks with automatic tram. Oh, with the sweeper arms hardcore. That sucks. That sucks. That is no good. Right, so how are we going to want the automation on this?